In my previous video about free improvisation, I talked shortly about improvising in a small ensembles, like duet or trio or quartet. And I shortly describe how you can use the parameters that I talked about before, as tonality, non-tonality, rhythm, non-rhythm. And in this concept, with playing with other musicians, you can try to give each other a different roles, different parameters. For example, one of you can play half notes, and the other one can play quarter notes. You can experiment by playing solo and accompaniment, tonality and non-tonality, rhythmic and non-rhythmic. Also, if you play in a larger group, you can give cues to each other when to start improvising versus when somebody is soloist, when you stop being soloist, and different parameters that you can decide with each other in the group. You can also use sequences in your improvisation. For example, take any scale. It can be major or minor, or can be chromatic or blues scale. For example, you can give a sequence on G major scale. It can sound like this. And descending. You can take chromatic from A. You can just use scales that you feel comfortable with, and can be also a way of practicing your scales using the sequences. You can also use different shapes. Let's say we'll think of a shape of an interval that is sixths, and we use 2 notes. You can also use the rhythm in the same way, thinking of, for example, strings of 16 notes, and you can group them in 4. For example, you can choose a rhythm for yourself for your first 4 notes. Can be just 16 notes, like daga 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 daga. Did I say 8 now? So daga daga, that's only 4 notes. And you can play a sequence of 4 of them. For example, and then you can think that next sequence can be another rhythm. For example, dan daga daga dam dan dan. Something like this. So you can do a variation of your own rhythms, and do descending as well, the shape of melody or shape of something abstract, like I talked about in my previous video, like a circle or triangle or square, something that gives you association for the shape. You can also use randomness in a form of rhythm or melodic randomness. Let's say you want to use rhythmical randomness. Try with one note. You can try 2 notes. You can try tonality, or let's say I will try something in D major. You can of course try 12 notes, and other thing you can do is do the melodic randomness, which I talked about before. So you think about different shapes, and you can also combine melodic and rhythmical randomness. And all of this is to give you structure again in your improvisation, and to make you not judge yourself of doing something right or wrong in your improvisation. So I would like you to give me some examples of improvisation that you come up with, and just write it in the comments below. And I will see you in my next video.